Guys, I'm on location, Cresswind at Wesley Chapel. I usually say Cresswind Wesley Chapel, but in the MLS, it's Cresswind at Wesley Chapel. And people are moving in. We've got our first 50 families. And I say we because if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that we bought in here. Now, we just passed a beautiful page, which is the plan that we chose. It's a story and a half, and it's priced at $670. First of all, last weekend, it was great meeting Carl and Lee for the second time, and folks that came for the lot release for phase 2. But up here in phase 1, by the way, this one is available. I want to show it to you, and I'm going to give you some reasons why this could be the right plan for you. It is a Riley. It's 1.5 story, and it is priced at $681. Think about the lot release, baby. Prices ain't going down. Those lots, some of them are over $100,000. So you pay $550 for the base price. By the time you spend, by the way, behind that house is where Jack likes to run when we go out for our walk. I take him to that one little spot. I say, go baby, run, Jack, run. So we got a couple of houses over here for sale, and I'm just gonna show you what Saturday morning 8 a.m. looks like on a cloudy 46-degree day in the greater Charlotte area. Man, I am loving living at Cresswind Wesley Chapel. Starting to meet people. In fact, tonight there's a party. I never went to a party in my old neighborhood. I mean, maybe once, neighborhood shindig with all the kids. I'm over it. Tripping over trikes and kids in the cul-de-sac and that basketball bouncing. No, baby, it's on. In fact, the new phase, they're moving dirt like you wouldn't believe. Love seeing dirt move. I come down to the mailbox kiosk every day. I don't have to check my mail every day. Think about that freedom. I don't have to go out to the mailbox before the thieves get out there. My mail is locked up, and the new 55 lifestyle, I don't have to check my mail if I don't want to. Ha! Beautiful. Now, that's where phase 2 is, and that's where lots are now available, and I'm so thrilled to see the dirt moving here at the amenity center, and that's going to be like fantastic coming into 2023. I guess we're probably a year out, but look at that. Going to have a pool, big amenity center, 12 pickleball courts and 2 tennis. Going to be an event lawn back there. I think they're having a food truck place. I don't know. Wow, guys. Now, I'm a buyer agent. Got a great team of buyer agents. We're going out for our annual team dinner this week. Love my team. And we're excited about going to Firebirds. We really like it. It's a nice restaurant in Charlotte. But man, the construction workers are out. They're framing, there they are taking those trusses and getting ready to erect those. That's pretty exciting. Using this green board from Huber Engineered Wood, it's that zip system, which I've told you how much I think it's beneficial, where you have the moisture retardants already built in. Doesn't mean if you have just regular OSB and Tyvek that that's a problem, or Typar, but hey, I just happen to like this company and like the fact that it's all built in that way. So guys, they have some specs. That is definitely a page. I love that, recognize it. They've got a number of specs, and the price is as low as $550-ish right now, and all the way up to $681. Now here are the benefits of living back in the Founders Club where I am. First 50 families, guess what? The construction traffic is all over here, and then it'll be into phase 2. Now, I don't want to deter you from that because you may be a year out, and that's exactly what you want, what you need. I like the fact that, I want to talk about several buttons. I like the fact that we moved because of our particular button, which was, we got to get away from the kids in the cul-de-sac. It's driving us batty. The bouncing of basketballs. Tripping over trikes. Any other alliterative phrases you want to throw in? Give me a call, text me, 704-345-3400. That was kind of our button. Maybe your button is, hey, I'm retiring in a year. It's never too early to start looking, but houses back here. So what was their button? Well, they said, we want to be backed up to woods, I'll bet, right? So there you have it. They didn't mind there's not a huge space between the houses. That was a huge thing, big thing for us. Even though we had to move, we wanted to move right away. The fact that our particular lot was in such a way that one house was next door like that, our patios couldn't see each other, but the next house had a common open space between us and a sewer easement, which made it wider and better. These people back here, I'll bet you that one might still be available. Now see, there are homes, no, that one's sold. There are homes that are not on the MLS that are available. So if you're just looking at Zillow, you ain't getting the whole picture. Realtor.com. But these, I'll bet you, now see, here's again where space between the houses and backed up to woods, money. Now you got to be careful about woods in a new homes development, because I remember Cresswind, Charlotte. Everybody came in, they saw the trees, wow, it's gorgeous. It's not that anyone was deceiving them, it was just that, hey, they hadn't cut down the trees yet for the next phase. So having a good buyer agent is really important in my book. Man, I love seeing, these are all my new neighbors, guys. Looking forward to it. So what is your button? Is your button your retirement date? Well, why not buy it now? It might be a year before it's done, or maybe you can just let it sit. I remember Ken and Julie did that at another 55 neighborhood, and they just come down every so often. And by the way, Ken, I'm driving my other luxury car now, my Infinities. It's really Jack's car, he let me borrow it. But I got subscribers that have moved in, and I've walked around to several of them and knocked on their doors, and because I don't often meet them until after a while. So here we go, guys. But I'm enjoying the sense of community. Again, the first party, somebody on in the Founders Club, the first section, said, hey, why don't y'all come over tonight? Let's get to know each other, name tags. But guess what? I've stopped trying to learn people's names. It'll come, but I'm just saying, hey, neighbor, hey, neighbor, hey, neighbor. I know. I'm having fun, guys. Just kind of driving around on a early, people out walking their dogs on an early Saturday morning, seeing what homes are still available and people have moved in. I'm enjoying being further out. You know, we used to live up real close to Waverly, and I like that real well. I'm further out, but I like it. So we went to a different movie theater last night, Patty and I, in the afternoon. You know, old folks go to matinees. We're going to different restaurants, you know, on this side of town. So that's all good. But, and making some new friends. I think that's going to be key. You can't be friends with everybody, but there are certain people, like we love our neighbors, very cool, and their dogs love our dog, Jack. Not so much with Bella, because Bella's not as friendly as Jack. You know, Jack's friendly, right? Now this is where the dog park is proposed, right here, and that was the original spot that I wanted. A lot of neighbors will be walking up, community garden and all that. But hey, my wife prevailed with her thought about that particular plan, and we're getting a lot of work done to it because, hey, our button was moved quick, but we didn't get to build, you know, from the ground up like we did a couple years ago when we thought we were going to move. So we took what we got because we liked the floor plan and we liked the lot. Said, hey, we can change the flooring, which we did. Subscribers, and you know, hey, we can coffer the ceiling. It's trade. We can coffer it, which we did. And by the way, Russians and Ukrainians are some seriously good trim carpenters. Shout out. Yes, sir, buddy. So guys, now we're heading down Model Row, and I'll just ask you to give me a call, 704-345-3400. Prices ain't going down. They go from the larger ones. The Sydney is there. If you want video tours of any of these, we have a few. The Riley is here, some of the larger plans. The Page is here. And I would be happy to go shoot. The Nicole is here. And by the way, there is a Page, there's a Madison. That was the one I was originally interested in, but the wife prevailed. We came to terms. There are a couple of Rileys available. There is a Page available. That's the one we chose. There's a Grace and an Emily. That's the Lila. And again, if these have come on your radar, by the way, there's a Julia. Do not reach out to the builder ever. This Grace is available. So if you say, hey, I want to buy that Grace, but it's priced at $558. There's a Grace at $558. There's the sales office and the design center. Hey, I can go shoot that Grace model, and I can have the sales agent point out what is different about it. So guys, give me a call, 704-345-3400. And like I said, there are a few available up in the Founders Club for a quick move and without the construction traffic. And there are ones, depending on what your button is, budget, time frame, lot, etc. This is where Jack, I'm gonna call this Jack's Park. This is where Jack comes every day, and he has defecated more than once right there, which means it's a good piece of land. And he loves to smell those meadow grasses. So guys, it's gonna be a gated community once they get 600 homes done, maybe before, but I'm excited about it. We would love to have you come and be our neighbor. It's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Would you be? Could you be my neighbor? See you in the next video. 704-345-3400.